GPT 5.3 Codex and Opus 4.6 were just released yesterday, and they are having big improvements in the smartness, and we're going to compare them both, and we're going to compare them with the previous versions, and we're going to put them in creating something for us to see how good they are at creating a website, creating SVGs and coding. And if we're going to check the first one, GPT 5.3 Codex, you are going to see that it has a 25 speeding boost, and this is coming from a previous increase of 40% in GPT 5.2 Codex, and basically this is a good model for coding. It has a big improvement in terminal bench, which is for coding, and you see that it previously had 64, now it has 77, and in the OS were verified again, it has a very good improvement. You see that right now it is able to control your PC or maybe your browser and increase from 38 to 64, and as you binge they didn't have a big increase. The price should be the same, like $1.75 for the input and $40 for output for 1 million tokens. If we're going to check the Opus 4.6, this has an increase to 1 million in the context window. This is in beta right now, but the price is different. It's good for agentic teams to control sub agents. It's good for long context reasoning. And if we're going to check it with the previous version, the most notable things is the fact that it is having an increase in computational BO. It's 2 times faster. In the compute you use it again better, and in the long context retrieval it has like 76 from 80% for 1 million tokens. So right now it should do a very good job in case the context is bigger. And for the price, you are gonna see that the price, if you're going to use the bigger size of the context, so if you are going to have like more than 200k, you're going to pay for $10 for input, $37 for output. Cached are not that expensive. And if we're going to check the GPT 5.3 Codex with Opus 4.6, you're going to see internal bench that GPT does a better job. 75, Opus 65. OS Word, Opus is better, 72, 64 for controlling your PC. As you binge, they are similar. And the GPT Eval, Opus is smarter, 84 to 70. And right now I have in here a prompt. Let's open the prompt. Basically in here I will tell it to build a website. I have Astro installed in Tailwind 4 version. I will tell it to create a menu, header, footer, section, call to action, about services page, create SVGs. Basically I will not gonna use any skills. I will let them both decide what it's better for them to create. And right now I will copy this, and I have in here to configure things with OpenCode, because OpenCode can be used with GitHub Copilot. I'm gonna use the Opus 4.6 with GitHub Copilot, and I'm gonna use the OpenAI Codex. I am logged in with the Codex 5.3 in here, and I will gonna use it with OpenCode because I want to see them both in OpenCode how they are doing. So you can use the GPT 5.3 Codex in Codex or in OpenCode if you want. They have a connection. And right now let's go and paste this, and let's hit enter in here. And right now in the left you have Claude Opus, and in the right you have Codex that it's running, and we are going to see how fast they are right now. Codex, it's faster. GPT 5.3, this is the feeling. Okay, it created a plan for us. We're going to see what he's able to do already. This one is just exploring Opus 1.6 to see what is there, and we're going to see how both they are doing. Codex started creating the files for us. Now, Opus is still exploring, so Opus is slower than Codex right now, which is incredible to say, because in, I don't know, last month no one was using GPT 5.1 or 2 because they were not that fast, but right now you see that these are faster. So it created a site file with the configuration about this site with the details, which is pretty good. So Codex, it created a good thing. In here you see that Opus, it's also created a to-do list, and right now it has started working on. Again, it's a little slower. It's still reading the details. Okay, header, footer, SEO head. So Codex is just went and creates everything for us. I'm curious to see also how the SVGs all gonna look for both of these, because I'm interested also in how they are doing in creating things for me. Services section, so yeah, Codex, it feels a lot faster than Opus right now. Okay, it's creating the icons, so let them cook and we're gonna see. So right now the Codex one, it is finished and it is doing the build thing to see that it's working. Okay, and I guess the build is successful. We're gonna see this. It created everything. The Opus is still creating the SVGs and things like that. Right now it moved to components. Yeah, again, it's slower, but it created more files for us. In here you see that the Codex did these things. Okay, it created everything for us, and we're going to open this is the Opus, and we're going to open the Codex to see what we have. So basically these are the components. Okay, footer, header, hero section. Let's see. Testimonials, layout in here, main layout, it added the details. Okay, pages with sections and npm run dev. Okay, so this is for the Codex until Opus is finishing to see what we have. Okay, so it chose to do his thing, like a dark option in here is not looking bad. It has a nice animation in here for the buttons. Yeah, here it's quite nice. In here we have the services. They don't have any details. This is quite basic. Yeah, footer it's fine. About yeah, I'm not impressed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a basic thing. It chose the dark option in here. It created some icons for us, which is quite good. But this is nothing special. I'm curious to see what Opus it's able to do. And again, it created everything in one go. And yeah, I mean, this is just to test the front-end capabilities and to test the creativity with SVGs. SVGs are looking okay, but the other things, yeah, so. Let's go and see Opus. Okay, it's still creating the details in here, so it is like 2 times slower than the Codex. And in here we can go and check what he did. Components in here, you see that it has a lot of icons that he created. That's why it is taking that long, because it's creating a lot of things. In sections, it created the hero section. He's using the icons. Yeah, I mean, it's doing a better thing, I think, in structuring this thing. And I think it will look a lot better. Footer again in here. So yeah, it created a lot of components. SEO, yeah, it's does a good job. And you see the amount of icons, that's why it's taking that long to finish. It still has pages to do, so I guess this would take, okay, right now it's creating the pages. I guess it should take about 2 minutes to finish. We're gonna wait for this to finish. Okay, Opus, it's already at the end. So right now it created the readme file with the details. It went and created a favicon for us, and right now it is trying to build the project to see if it has any errors. Okay, it shouldn't. you see 0 errors in here. And right now we should have everything finished. I don't know, it took about 11 minutes I guess to finish, but it created a lot of things. You see in here that the context is 77 if you compare it with 32 for Codex. And right now he created everything for us, and if we're going to open this and see how it is looking, I'm really curious. So this is Opus npm run dev, and in here let's go and see what Opus did. Okay, so this is what Opus created. Again, it is very creative. It created very nice logo in here. Again, it's choose the dark with these things. It choose this big with this animation, as these are better than the Codex one. The effects are better. In here you see more nice services with some nice effects, and in here you have the projects again, which is nice. Testimonials are looking very nice. Call to action and footer, which is looking very good. About, let's see, nice animation, nice page. So yeah, Opus did a better job than Codex in creating this. It's more creative. Codex is just does what you are telling. It doesn't assume anything. It just builds a minimum thing. So yeah, I mean, you see that SVGs are looking very good in here, and the pages are very nice. Yeah, so again, it did a very good job in building this website from my point of view. It has a lot of things and they are not looking bad. Contact page again is look nice. It has this in here, and yeah, I mean, it's looking better than the Codex website. If you're going to check again the Codex website, this is the one. I mean, it's not looking bad, but it's just simple. That's the problem with it. He didn't try to do more than I asked him to. But again, you need to work with these both models and see how they are able to do. For instance, in the previous day with Codex 5.2, I built the alternative to OpenClaw, and Codex did a good job, and it didn't have everything. It's just creating a simple thing that I am able to use. I will add the video into the description to that project also. And yeah, I mean, this is how both models are doing. Both were tested in open code, and in case you have something to add, or in case you want to tell your experience with them, just let a comment down below and let everyone know what you are thinking. And in case you like what you have seen, don't forget to like and subscribe.